an oil-free tinted moisturizer. I all sold out, so I was really disappointed. The packaging first of all is so cute because I blend it out before it sets. Hey girly girls, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia and today we're in the Philippines. I'm here, as I mentioned before, for a wedding, and I have bought some makeup items that I kind of want to share with you guys and just talk about it generally. I kind of want a time crunch. We're gonna start this video kind of quickly. The first brand I want to talk about is Issy. This is quite a popular brand, and honestly their makeup looks so exclusive, the packaging and all. It doesn't really look like a drugstore brand, it looks more high-end, but they're definitely more drugstore prices, which is really great. What's more interesting is their foundation, which I'll get to in a second. But today I'm using an oil-free tinted moisturizer. I haven't really used much tinted moisturizers. I think I had one from Mercier many years ago that I almost forgot to use because I used to not use base makeup. I'm just gonna put that much. Since it is a moisturizer, I feel like the coverage won't be as high, and this was the shade I was recommended in store, and when I swatched it on me it looked pretty good. Now it looks really yellow, but to be honest with you, even my color analysis says I'm cool tone. Actually using a warm tone base would cancel out my cool tone and make my skin overall more even. I don't really get the color theory of that, but I notice now when I use cool tone foundation, even though I'm cool tone, it makes me look a lot more sickly than if I use a warm tone foundation. There's some truth in that, but I don't really understand how it helps, but it does. I'm just blending it out really quickly. It feels really dewy and lightweight. In terms of coverage, I feel like it gives the tiniest coverage. Oh my god, I didn't know I had a pimple right. My skin does look glowy, but it's definitely a lot less coverage than I like. I guess if you're just going somewhere everyday makeup, it'll be nicer. I'm just gonna add a little bit more, maybe around this area, and see what happens. One thing that was interesting about this brand for their foundation is that they have olive shades, and that's not really common, especially in like big brands in general. They don't really cater to people with olive shades. And I remember some of you guys have messaged and left me comments about any recommendations for foundations with olive shades. Personally, I'm not an olive shade, but can definitely see the struggle. I think my boyfriend is an olive shade. I'm blending this in with this sponge. I'll be so honest, it kind of just evens out your skin tone, but if you want to cover anything on your face, I don't think this is going to cover anything. It feels really lightweight on the face. It really doesn't feel like anything. I feel like I don't have any product on my face, but honestly speaking, aside from the hydration and the slight glow, this product is okay. I was actually looking at another brand called Happy Skin, and their skin tint looked a lot more promising in the sense that I actually felt that there was some coverage. But since this is a moisturizer, I don't know if they're marketing it as the same as a skin tint. Overall is okay. I feel like it's good for a quick kind of thing, but I wouldn't say it's crazy amazing. Next brand I wanted to move on to is Sunnies Face. I feel like out of all of the makeup that I purchased, I felt like I spent the most time at Sunnies Face because they look like they have really cute stuff. The packaging is really cute, and it kind of reminds me of clean girl makeup. I wouldn't say like just Rhode, but just like that kind of clean girl aesthetics in general. Their packaging reminds me of that, and so does all the colors. I have bought their peptide lip treatment, which is the Filipino version of the Rhode one. And they came with a little keychain and everything, so I was quite interested. This brand also sells sunglasses and glasses, and also some bottles and stuff, so they had a lot of stuff to look at. So I only bought two things honestly to try from them, which is the lip treatment as mentioned before, and a blush right here. I'll show it to you later. They didn't have a foundation, it was more like a thick foundation. I was also trying to be more aware of the things I'm buying. I didn't want to buy something just for the sake of making a video on it. I actually wanted to get stuff that I genuinely want to try or was interested in. And to be honest with you, for Filipino makeup, I feel like it's not that it's not good or anything. I feel like the type of makeup that I'm into and the products that they are offered here are very different. I feel like the color story and a lot of the products here are more Western influenced with darker colors, or perhaps it is also influenced by the skin tone here where people tend to be a lot tanner. Those colors that they're selling in stores definitely suit people who have a tanner complexion, which is great, honestly. But personally, I don't really lean into those colors. I felt like a lot of the eyeshadows here, I wanted to try a bunch of eyeshadows. Well, the swatches were really pretty and pigmented. I just couldn't really connect with their color story, and it just really wasn't my type of makeup. And I felt like if I were to buy just for the sake of trying that eyeshadow, I felt like I won't really use it in my everyday life, and it'll be like a waste of money. That's why I didn't go ahead to get any eyeshadow. I just wasn't connecting with it. I feel like this video is a little bit all over the place because usually I have some material prepared so I can go through, but now I'm just kind of recalling all of the makeup that I've looked at. And honestly speaking, guys, in the Philippines, and I guess for a lot of places, but I feel like for Philippines especially, a lot of their promotions and items are different in different stores. If you go to one particular store, they might not have a sale or like a freebie here, but if you go to another location with the same brand or same store, they might have a promotion or like a freebie thing or like a bundle thing going on, which I think it's really weird that they would have separate deals going on in separate stores. I feel like it's a bit misleading because you have to go to a particular store for you to able to enjoy that promotion or like that free gift or the bundle, whatever, which is really annoying because every time I go to a different location, I try to like go to the store and see what's up, and I noticed that different places have different deals, and it was just really weird because usually it's standardized all over, but I guess it's different here. The next makeup brand I wanted to talk about is BLK, and I was actually interested in it because Bretman Rock is collaborating with them, and he has a bunch of stuff that he really likes from the brand, and he has a whole like bundle and everything. While I am interested in it, I feel like the colors, and I don't really use bronzer anymore. I want to try more, and I've already bought like 2 lip products, so I didn't want to just buy more lip products. I bought 2 lip products and 2 cheek products, and while it's really pretty, I don't need so many lip products from every brand, and I feel like that's the only thing I'm most interested in. That's why I'm kind of limiting myself. I don't know. So if you think my eyebrows look better, because I personally think that they really do. I got them waxed and shaped with a threading at a store here because it was really affordable, and honestly they did such a good job. They were like, do you cut your own eyebrows? And they're like, this one's shorter than this one, and I was like, honestly, I'm not the best at doing it. I'm really glad that they fixed it. It looks really even now. While I am interested in a bunch of products, I feel like I'm not gravitating towards a lot of their color stories in general. I feel like if you have a tanner complexion, definitely check out Filipino makeup because I feel like their stuff would really suit you, and a lot of their base makeup here is actually great for places that have humid weather. If you're also from Southeast Asia, definitely check them out. I think I'm maybe just a little bit biased liking Korean beauty and Sea Beauty. I feel like their color story and just color palette overall speaks to me better. I don't know, I might just try a little bit more makeup because on TikTok shop they really do have more affordable prices or like deals or like special deals going on, so I might ask my friend to get them for me since she's local, and then I can kind of review that or do like a Filipino inspired makeup look in the next video. But if I'm being honest, I'm not crazy into it. I'm sorry. I don't regret buying this, but I wouldn't say I'm super happy with this. I feel like the only time like that's great if you want to use this is like if you want to look kind of put together going on the plane and you want your skin to be even without being cakey or feeling uncomfortable. I feel like this tinted moisturizer would be great. Or if you just want to even your face out when you go exercising or I don't know, something. I was definitely interested in trying it out, but after using the Perito BB cream as well as like other BB creams, I felt like I had more coverage. That's why I guess I'm not that impressed with this product. Segue into something not Filipino. This is the Wasado magnetic lashes that I was talking about last video. I tried it a couple of times. The packaging, first of all, is so cute because I got the limited butter bear version. Honestly, this is great for every day. I feel like the only thing I kind of skip is actually my eyelashes, my mascara. I don't do the top lashes just because it really doesn't make a difference if I do. And if I do put on top lash mascara, it's gonna kind of dirty the magnetic lashes, so I just go for their eyelash fixer that I got in a free gift. I don't really know what difference it makes because when I put it on and not put it on, it just looks the same, but I'm doing it anyway. This is only my second time putting on this fixer, so maybe I'll do once without putting on a fixer and see what happens. But personally, I want to keep the habit of putting a mascara or like something on my lashes because I feel like as I use product on my lashes is definitely growing since I've been doing it daily instead of not putting anything on my lashes. If you want your lashes to grow, obviously it's gonna take years if you have itty bitty baby lashes like me, but I mean it's better than nothing. All you have to do is separate the lashes and put it on their applicator. I feel like it was a little tricky when you first learn it. There's definitely a learning curve, but after you understand how to use it, I feel like this is so easy. I would definitely use this as an everyday kind of look because the one I bought is kind of everyday looking, and that's it. And look at the difference. And now I look like I actually have lashes, guys. But like this one that I bought is definitely more on the natural side. I feel like my false lashes is definitely more dramatic and all of that, but it made my eyes a lot bigger too. So I feel like for everyday kind of makeup, I'll definitely do this when I go to work or something because it takes like what, 3 seconds. And I'm not trying to like sell this to you guys, but it's pretty dang good. The only caveat is that it's not really that affordable. It was, I think, $30 to $40, but apparently you can use it 100 to 300 times. I don't know how true that is, but so far it's been good, and you don't have to worry about it falling out of your eye because the magnet is, I don't know, it works well and it has never fallen off my eye. Another brand is called Get Ready, GRWM, so Get Ready With Me makeup, and they're also famous for their lip oils. But as I mentioned before, I'm just one girly and I already have a lot of lip products. It's interesting, but I'm not like crazy drawn to a lot of the colors, so that's just it. Because I'm not crazy drawn to it, I feel like I don't want to buy it just for the sake of buying it as well. I finally could use the FlowerKnow's contour palette. Honestly, this one is a lot warmer than the Judy Doll one. It's definitely blending really well. Sometimes the Judy Doll one, when I'm using it in like a room that's not really well lit, you can't really see it because it looks like a shadow. I don't know. I was actually thinking of getting some eyeshadow from the Get Ready With Me Cosmetics, but after going to the actual store and swatching a bunch of stuff, I was not really into it. As well as Issy, they have this thing where you can just buy a palette and buy a bunch of colors and make your own palette. But when I was at the store, literally all the shades that I was interested in were all sold out, so I was really disappointed. If I'm being honest, there's only one maybe Issy flagship store that I've seen. The rest, like, they don't really have one, or they have like a section in a drugstore or something, so they didn't have the eyeshadows. It was really disappointing because I was actually interested in getting eyeshadows there, since I can select what I want, and they have like a bunch of stuff, a bunch of colors that I feel like I would use, but all of the colors that I wanted were just all sold out. So I was just like, there's no point of me buying these. And then I also saw a bunch of eyeshadow from the Get Ready with Me Cosmetics, but if I'm being honest, a lot of the colors there didn't really spoke to me. I felt like Issy had more colors that I would use or was interested in, so I just didn't get any. Now I'm going to be using the Sunnies Face blush, and the packaging of this is so cute. It looks like a little cloud thing. The only problem is all the packaging look like this, and then you have to look at the shades at the bottom. Luckily for me, I was just only interested in one shade, so I only just got the one. The applicator, this is a cream blush, is a doe foot, and the pigmentation, I would say, isn't crazy to the point where you need to use so little and like blend it out. That's why I was pretty interested in it, and this color is pretty, when you blend it out, it looks so nice. I personally prefer blushes like this that is not so pigmented instead of the Fenty one, but I understand some people told me that the Fenty one is super pigmented so that it shows better, or better on darker skin tones, which I understand, but all of them are super pigmented. I'm not really well versed with makeup for darker skin because I don't have a lot of experience with it, but would it make a difference if it's buildable like this? Like, you just kind of add more, would it show up or would it not show up at all? This one's super pretty, and it blends so nicely too. The other side, I feel like this blush might not suit my current makeup look, but this one's from Happy Skin, and this is just their normal jelly blush. And I remember watching somewhere that they said you should keep the cap on so it doesn't dry out. What? Oh my god, I just broke mine. JK, it goes back on. It's just a normal jelly blush. I feel like you've seen this. It was super popular like ages ago. I don't know if it's the same as the milk one. I think the milk one, but this one stains crazy actually. This color is also really pretty, but when I swatched it the other day, it stained like crazy. Once it sets, I'm rubbing so hard, it's just there, it doesn't come off. I was like pretty shook, but I don't know if this is standard because I haven't tried a jelly blush before, and I guess this color looks fine with this makeup, so I'm just gonna do it on the other side. The downside is you have to work quickly, so you can blend it out before it sets. In terms of pigmentation, this one's definitely a lot more pigmented, but you gotta work fast before it sets. Swatch this other side here. I also feel like maybe this blush is more glowy because I feel like my skin looks more glowy on this side as well. It gives definitely a glow. Can you see that compared to this side? This side definitely has like more of a glowy effect, and this side is more just the color. They're both really pretty, and maybe I've just gotten used to Korean blushes. I feel like they don't really last as long. While like the Seek palette one is really pretty, or like a lot of blushes that I have, I feel like it just doesn't really last that long throughout the day, and maybe it's because it's more on the paler side, but so far, okay, I like it. I also got the Issy setting spray because apparently this is the best. While doing a lot of research in the Philippines, this is the best one here. I've only used it like once, so I can't really tell you if it is the best, but the mist so far is very fine, and so far so good. For the lips, this is straight up exactly like the Peptide Rose lip treatment, and this is the applicator. It's definitely a step up from the Rose one. The color is really pretty. It's also really fitting too because this one, the shade name is called Coquette and I was like, oh my god. It looks like a baby pink. It's a very pretty color. I feel like also really basic. I'll just put it on the bottom of my lips so you can kind of see the color. It's so juicy and it makes your lips really, really nice. Really, really nice color and feels. The other one is from Happy Skin. I actually saw one of the store clerks swatch it on her hand, and then I saw that color and I was like, yo, that color looks like a perfect MLBB color for me. So I was like, can you give me that color? I think I'm gonna buy it. And I kind of swatched it with the little applicator that you can use to test, and it looked like a good MLBB color. But one thing about this one, and I feel like a lot of Filipino products, is that their staining is incredible. I feel like this stain is even better than the K-Beauty ones. Maybe they're more American style, I don't know, but I just like to put a little bit on the top lip. I feel like this one's definitely more cool toned than my current makeup look. I'll just blend it out. It also has like a watermelon cotton candy scent, very sweet scent, and it's pretty much just matte, but the color is so pretty. Let me just blend it out on my hand. Well, after blending out, like, that stain is crazy. I'm rubbing crazy hard now and it just doesn't go away. The lip stains here are really good. Here's it again, and then it just goes crazy. Oh, before I go, I just want to show you this sunglasses I bought from Sunnies Studio, which is the same brand as these two products, the lip peptide, the very clean girl aesthetic one. And I really like this color, this like butter yellow color. I really want a bag in this color. These are the sunglasses I got. They look really cute. I'm really digging them. It's a nice looking brand. Definitely, if you go to Philippines, check them out. Super cute. They have so much stuff. I kind of want to remove it now because it doesn't really go with this makeup look, because it's more like orangey. I'm just gonna go back with the pink one. And it also came with another keychain that I could make, and I chose the blusher one because it looks really cute, and you can put this on your bag. You technically could hang it on the lippy, but I didn't want to, so that's why I got this one here. I know there are other bunch of products that was recommended to me from you guys, like Strokes and Vice. I haven't been able to find a Stroke store at the moment, and for Vice as well, they were really limited collection in actual store that I couldn't really try much of. And I also wasn't gravitating towards a lot of products. I think I might get the Strokes foundation and also this other bundle set, but I'm still gonna think about it because I don't really want to buy a lot of things that I don't think I'll like. Well, I was really excited to try Filipino makeup, and they have a lot of good staples. I feel like personally I just can't get into a lot of their color palettes and see myself using a lot of their products, so that's why I couldn't really try a lot for you guys. I hope you learned a bit more about some Filipino products. I know I wasn't really talking that much this time, but yeah, thank you for hanging out with me, and if you like, please hit subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.